Theta is booming. It is at 1332 US dollars. It is ranked number 9 on CoinMarketCap. I mean, let's check this out. Theta has blown past, there it is, number 9, has blown past Litecoin. It's blown past Chainlink. It's blown past Bitcoin Cash, Stellar Lumens. It's even blown past Dogecoin. Oh, tragic. I mean, it's got a market cap right now of $13.3 billion. That's crazy. I'm really suspicious of that. It's like, why is this worth so much so fast? Now, I do own Theta token, and it's actually weirdly my biggest holding right now because I bought Theta back when it was 10 cents. So I have been keeping an eye on the price. I'm amazed where it's gone, but I don't understand because I didn't really look into the project. So once I did look into the project, I'm like, huh. So the Theta is a blockchain-powered network purpose-built for video streaming. That's what I thought it was. I thought, Theta.tv, that's it's like a Twitch clone, but for decentralized video or whatever. I don't think it's even that decentralized. They monitor it and they censor it. No, I'm gonna say censor, but they moderate it. Launched in March 2019, the Theta mainnet operates as a decentralized network in which users share bandwidth and computing resources on a peer-to-peer basis. Boom. That sentence right there is the reason Theta is going to be huge. Actually, another reason, in the next sentence you'll see, this project is advised by Steve Chen, co-founder of YouTube, Justin Kan, co-founder of Twitch. The world is running out of bandwidth. The infrastructure cannot keep up with all the bandwidth demands because everybody likes getting their information and content in video format, high definition video format. So like having that requires insane amounts of bandwidth, insane amounts of encoding power because not everyone's watching on like a laptop. People are watching on their phones, their laptops, their big screen TVs, their Roku TV box devices, which means each of those devices most of the time needs a different format of video. And if you're doing live streaming, you need to do that encoding on the fly. So let's say YouTube, for example, somebody's watching the video on a phone needs a different format than someone watching on a laptop. So YouTube needs to encode that video by sending it to one of their servers and using a bunch of processing power. Now, encoding video takes a lot of processing power. That's where Theta comes in. Theta, decentralized bandwidth sharing in a peer-to-peer fashion, that translates into the backbone of the new internet, or the backbone of the internet, because the internet is now video on demand or live streaming video. Once I read that it's sharing bandwidth and computing resources on a peer-to-peer basis, I realized, and like people can earn, some of the Guardian nodes or Guardian network is made up of Google, Binance, Blockchain Ventures, Sony Europe, Samsung, and enterprise validators, along with a community of thousands of community-run Guardian nodes. I used to have a Guardian node. It kept crashing, so I stopped using it. I was like, whatever. With these Guardian nodes, you earn T-Fuel, which is another currency, which is actually booming as well. It's at about $1.2 billion, I think, in market cap. But right now it's at 47 cents. It started the month off like really cheap. It really boomed this month. Hang on, it started the month off at like 7-8 cents. Now it's at 47 cents. It was at 55 cents a little later. But anyway, T-Fuel aside, getting back to Theta, the important thing to realize with Theta is that it's going to be the backbone of the internet. And if we look at this accumulation pattern that we've been seeing, like all month, it's just been straight up, has not touched the 20 EMA on the hourly chart yet, except for now. So like it would go up, up, up. I sold it like $8 and then I bought back in at like $9.40 because I'm like, wow, this thing's still going higher. So it flagged down. So it flagged down here, as you can see, and then it broke higher and went to $15. Come on, move. There we go. Went to $15. Now it is finally correcting. Has not broken this flag yet, so I think we will see a correction. I don't know where we're going to see a correction. I'd be very surprised if it goes down past this line. That's $12.40. There's a little bit of support here, 11.90, but the aggressive manner in which everyone has been accumulating Theta is a little suspicious to me, because I don't think these are retail investors accumulating. I think it's actually institutions and big players who understand where Theta is going. I think they think that it's going to be the backbone of the internet, like I said, and they're just accumulating at these prices as best they can, because this should have corrected a long time ago. This should have corrected at $8, like right here. Like, and when it broke out, like I sold in here, and then when it broke out, boom, I like bought on the way up here. No, actually, no, I bought here. Yeah, I bought about here. And, I've just held ever since. I'm still holding. I'm not selling for this little correction here. I'm comfortable holding for a long time. I'm still up. I bought it 10 cents. So, and by the way, the reason I bought Theta, and you're probably going to lose all respect for me here, is because of this psychic lady, Michelle Whitedove. In 2019, she said she was really, really positive about Theta, and she had a couple good calls before that. Now, I don't base my entire investment decisions on a psychic, but hey, it is what it is. She was really positive on Theta. I'm like, you know what? Theta sounds cool. I'm going to go for it. She said it was going to thousands of dollars per token. And I'm like, okay, thousands of dollars a token, that would mean like a $2 trillion market cap. And so at the time I thought, yeah, okay, whatever. If it gets to like $10, I'll be happy. Well, it's at $15 yesterday. It's at $13 right now. If you don't want to join her Patreon, it's like $20 US a month. There's a ton of free stuff on her blog about crypto. But if you do want to join her Patreon, just join it for 1 month, or continue to support her. But you can join it for 1 month, download all the reports, because that gives you all of the tokens that she's had readings on. And some of them are like, her purple coins are actually really good. Her purple coins are like the premium coins that are going to do really, really well in the now and in the future. So I actually compare my portfolio to that, and a lot of really solid projects that I have researched are also on her purple list. So it's a resource you should check out. Don't bet the farm on it, but it is something that you should definitely check out. I would recommend it. In other big news, Elon Musk has tweeted about Bitcoin again, and it's pretty big. You can now buy a Tesla with Bitcoin. Wow. And then underneath, Tesla is running only internal and open source software and operates Bitcoin nodes directly. Bitcoin paid to Tesla will be retained as Bitcoin, not converted to fiat currency. Wow, that's crazy. Basically what he did was stab the US dollar in the gut and like twist it, because he's saying the US dollar is not worth its purchasing power. It's like Michael Saylor, the head of MicroStrategy, he has this analogy where if you store capital in Bitcoin, think of it like an ice cube that's if you store capital in the US dollar, think of it like an ice cube that's slowly melting away all its purchasing power. Like 5 years later, you're down 20% of your capital. And when you're a billionaire, that's a lot of money. Hell, when you're like, if you only got 10 grand, that's still $2,000 gone in purchasing power. Yeah, the number's still there, but it doesn't buy as much. Whereas Bitcoin, it's designed to eat fiat. Bitcoin and certain cryptos are going to absorb all the money that's being created right now. And Michael Saylor says he thinks Bitcoin is going to $5 million per Bitcoin. That's obvious a ways off. Maybe not as long as we think, because, hey, Bitcoin is now $1 trillion asset, I believe. Let's just quickly check what Bitcoin is at. Yeah, just over $1 trillion. $1.06 trillion. That's pretty awesome in market cap. And it got there pretty quick. Like, the first trillion's the hardest. And the world is so accustomed to hearing the word trillion now. Like, we just had Joe Biden just released a $1.9 trillion stimulus, of which only 11% went to the people with their crappy $1,400 check, but whatever. Now they're talking about a $3 trillion stimulus. And then they're going to want a $5 trillion, and then a 20. It's going to keep going, because the public is now like, yeah, trillion, cool, whatever. Student loan debt is, I think, at like $2 trillion. That's crazy. I don't think Joe Biden's going to write off that student debt. Other big news, Morgan Stanley to acquire Korea's largest crypto exchange, BitThumb. This title is kind of wrong. They're basically buying a $441 million stake in BitThumb. BitThumb is worth way more than $1 billion. So they're not buying Korea's largest crypto exchange. They're just they just have a stake, I'm assuming, so they can have so their clients can have exposure to Bitcoin and other cryptos. That's huge news. Morgan Stanley is one of the oldest, most established crypto exchanges on the planet. So the world is changing, and better buy Bitcoin. And I highly recommend getting Theta, but really any of these top 10 coins are going to skyrocket. Obviously not Tether. Cardano's cool. I don't own any Polkadot. Anyway, I'll make a portfolio video later and show you all my top 10 holdings. Otherwise, that's it. That's all. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.